the text of Job chapter 19. Job chapter 19. From verse number 25 to verse number 27. And Job says, I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand upon the earth. And after my skin has been destroyed, yet in my flesh I will see God. I myself will see him with my own eyes. I and not another. How my heart yearns within me. Some translations say, my inmost being is consumed with longing. May the Lord bless the reading of his word in Jesus' name. Amen. Last week, precisely on the 30th of last month, one of the brightest emerging young politicians from Delta State, Senator Pius Ozele, died suddenly. He was 50 years of age. And he was a cousin of mine. We grew up together. We went to school about the same time. And both of us almost went to the same university. And when he chose to study, both of us were going to study at Ife. He made it up to Ife, and I detoured to the seminary in Ibadan. Senator Ozele died a few days after announcing his intentions to seek the governorship of Delta State. People everywhere are still baffled because he was one young man that people across political boundaries looked up to for credible leadership. Credible leadership. An honest man and a great legislator. I have no idea why. But as I reflected on the theme for this pilgrimage and this sermon, I guess even I needed to hear my own sermon. Mary lives in North London. Mary was not dealt the best hand in life. Things have never been that easy. But most recently, her life took a turn for the worse. Late one night, this past winter, her son, her only son, died from knife injuries sustained in a fight between rival gangs. Mary's neighbors found her son's cold, stiff body the next morning in one of the neighbors' backyard. Mary's world was shattered. I recently heard a highly educated Christian woman who had experienced severe and ongoing trials say, I have a problem with the book of Job. How can God allow such inexplicable suffering and still be both all-loving and all-knowing? She was still holding to God. She was still cherishing God with a fair amount of anger and puzzlement. I once heard a minister of a Christian church say, I'm not sure I believe in God anymore. When you consider the horrible things that happen in the world, how can there be a God who is at once good and powerful? Those were his words. My brothers and my sisters, in our pews, every weekend and every day, there are many people who may not have faced or expressed their doubts